It's funny. I was trying to record the intro at my house and I was just gonna like that way we can just come to the gym and just walk in and stuff, but I couldn't record like a clip for you guys. I kept stopping it. I'm like, "Oh, that doesn't make sense." Or like, "Oh my gosh, I don't like how I sound." Like it was just funny. I was just like, "Whoa, like why can't I just record a clip?" Like every time I come to the gym, like I just turn on like my camera and then talk to you guys and then we go inside. And I couldn't get it. And then I'm just like, wait, that is funny because I think it's because I put like that pressure on myself, as in, like, okay, we took our pre workout, we need to get in the gym. So record, say what you want to say, and then get in there. And it's just so funny to me because I do think that us putting a little bit of pressure on ourselves does honestly surprise us of, you know, getting out of that comfort zone, because and I'm home. I was just like, oh, I can restart it. It's fine. Like, let me just record it again. Because you guys know, like, some of the times I don't think I make any sense, but I just keep recording. And at home, I was like, no, I didn't make any sense. Let me record again. And I think I just wanted to share that because I think that's so funny because I do think we always find something wrong and we nitpick ourselves and then we just decide like, oh, I can't do it. I literally repeated to myself when I stopped the phone, like recording, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't record an intro. Like, I can't talk. And I was like, why am I talking to myself that way? And it's funny because we've already recorded over 100 videos and I'm telling myself I can't do this. And that's what I'm telling you, because you were always feel like you can't do something, even if you have proven to yourself you can and that you're capable. And that's the scary part, that we can be our worst enemy. And it's something that you have to like acknowledge, because you also need to fight that. And that's why too, I was just like, why am I able to do that in a different situation? And that's why I'm telling you, I do feel like us putting a little bit of pressure on ourselves does help us exceed that uncomfortableness, because we're like, okay, I need to do this. I just need to find it in me and we need to just do it. And then you like are like, whoa, I did it. Instead of overthinking, because I've expressed to you guys, I do overthink a lot, and it can be very like a bad thing because, it can stop me from just doing something. And yeah, this morning I guess I was just really overthinking it. And and I just was like, I don't know, just so surprised. And man, see, I already feel my pre-workout kicking in. So I'm like, yeah, we need to record this. We need to get in there. And it was funny because I do feel like even in my last job, I was a cake decorator. And that was my first time ever decorating cake. So it was like me learning on the job, which is super fun. But there would be cakes that I'm just like, what? I have to make that. And then, my boss is like, yeah, they're expecting it, so you have to make it. And I'm just like, what? And like that pressure, but then you were like, okay, well, I need to do it. So we just need to do it. And then it's like, I did it. I made the cake that they wanted. They were super happy. Just funny how pressure isn't bad, but our minds sometimes trick us being like, oh, I feel like, this is like making me uncomfortable. I just don't want to do it at all. And also like giving ourselves the choice to like not do something. And that's what I've always told you guys. Like, if you don't want to do something, that's fine. But if you're letting fear stop you, like, don't do that to yourself, because that's going to like, you're going to feed into being scared and never really like growing. And that's why even me doing these videos, I'm just like, I feel like I have come a long ways, but doesn't mean that we aren't still going to come up with some challenges, or things are going to creep in and we're going to be like, oh, I can't do this. And then you're just like, but I've been able to do this. And it's funny how we can just talk ourselves out of something. So if you're needing to do something, maybe applying a little bit of pressure to yourself, like as in like, okay, I just need to do it. Like, don't overthink it, that it stops you. And I've had to deal with that for so long that the first video we made, I just told myself, you just have to do it. Do not keep making excuses, because your excuses will always make sense and they will always win if you let them. And I told myself, no, we're going to make a video and we're just going to do it. We're going to put it out there. Even the audio was terrible. The video quality was bad. I was half in frame because my head, I kept chopping it off. And there were so many excuses for me not to put the video up. But I'm like, no, because I needed to prove to myself that these reasons I was looking for weren't going to overpower, the reasons why I don't do something. And I put the video up, and no one even commented on these things that I was like, oh, they're going to say like, wow, the audio is so bad. Wow, like you don't even know how to record something. No one honestly said a single bad thing. But we bring ourselves down so much that we don't even like start. So that's why I was like, telling myself, I'm like, okay, you know what? Get your stuff, go to the gym, record the video. This is the first video. We didn't like retake it. This is the first one. I'm like, record the video, get in there, like stop overthinking, and sometimes you have to like snap yourself out of like being silly, because it's just like, you're making it bigger in your head. And a lot of times I do that. I make something bigger in my head and it stops me. So that's kind of what happened today. But you know what? We're here. We did the clip, even though I was repeating to myself, I can't do this. We did it. We got, I am making the video. We're going to get in there and we're going to train. And I think that's also too why me recording while I'm working out is also just not overthinking it, because I'm like, well, I'm not going to go and do my set again. We're recording, we're talking, and that's it. We're not going to be, oh, I need to redo this. And it's been helping me too, because it's like, for me being an overthinker and putting these videos out is like, just honestly showing myself that these things you overthink of, only you are seeing these things. No one's gonna like see these things but you, because like I said, we can be our worst enemy. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't know if you guys know that I do that, or how I think. And I guess I'm saying, if you overthink and if it stops you, like, don't worry, you can still do the things you want to do. Do not let fear win. Find ways to, like I told you, put that little bit of pressure that you do get it done. And the more you do it, you realize like, okay, maybe I did need that little bit of like that push. And because our excuses will win so much more than, us being uncomfortable. Like our brain isn't functioned to feel uncomfortable. It doesn't like feeling uncomfortable. So that's why I'm saying, like, your excuses will win, because it just makes you feel like you're in your safe space. But it's mostly your fear is what's stopping you. So, anyways, I was just so surprised I was feeling that way. But I also wanted to say that I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed the last video when I was working out with my sister. I had a lot of fun recording that. So I'm just so glad that you guys liked it too. And yeah, oh my gosh. See, I'm overthinking it, but we're just going to keep rolling. And that was funny when I think I'm overthinking it too, because I was talking to my sister, and towards the end, I know I like cut it off a little like awkwardly, but maybe you guys probably didn't even notice. Because like I had asked her, oh, do you want to say anything? Like, do you have anything to add? And like, she was like, kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I laughed because I told her, how funny, because I know what you're thinking right now. Because I'm the same way. Like, I sometimes have so much I want to share. And you guys have seen me. Sometimes I do like talk for a bit, because there is things I do want to share with you guys. And sometimes it is hard to say it very concise and direct. Like, I sometimes take too long to explain something, but the more I do it, I know I will get better at it. So when she was wanting to say something, she's like, it's funny, I do want to say a lot, but then I'm like, that's too much, so let me just make it short. And like, but her battling, deciding, like committing to that or staying with that, like she didn't know what to say. And then she's like, oh my gosh, I feel so weird. And she stayed quiet for a long time. And I just was like, I can relate because I'm the same way. And maybe honestly, me remembering her feeling that way, like unintentionally, like made me feel that way this morning, because I'm just like, oh, I want to say a lot, because I'm like, oh, I love that you guys loved it. I had a lot of fun recording yesterday. And then I'm like, oh, but should I keep it simple? Because, you know, I was also just going to go into like talking more about like, you know, me working out with my sister. Like she is like my biggest inspiration. You guys ask me all the time, like, oh, who inspires you? I'm like, honestly, my younger sister, like, is, I don't know, to me, she's like out of this world. And you guys even said like, oh, you're her biggest fan. I'm like, I feel like, you know, yeah, I'm just like obsessed with how she is. And like, I really love my sister. And, you know, I want her to see how amazing she is, you know, on her own and like all that stuff. And that's the thing though, right? Like, it's hard to see that within yourself. And people can tell you like, oh no, like you're amazing, but like you need to also like believe that. And you know, I don't think she really understands how amazing she is. And I've always, you know, really want to like, no matter what, even if she like brushes it off. And I think you guys saw in the video, like I get a little too excited, like, you know, and she's just like, okay, like, you know, I'm not that big of a deal, but like, I don't know, to me, she's amazing. So, and see, I wanted to like talk more about that. And then I'm like, oh, but I should keep it short. So like, you know, even I struggle with that too. There's a lot sometimes I want to say, and then sometimes I just keep it short. So that's why I also like when you guys tell me in the comments that you really enjoy when I do my card talks, and it means a lot to me because, you know, I really, it honestly feels nice just like sharing things and like you guys really understanding where I'm coming from, what I'm saying. Because I'm like, because imagine if I didn't. Imagine if I held that in and was just like, oh, I'll just keep it short. And I didn't say any of that. Then yeah, like those conversations or like, you know, me talking wouldn't exist. It wouldn't happen. And the more I tell myself like, well, someone might want to hear this. So let me just say it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it just means a lot when you guys enjoy the card talks and stuff. Because there are times I can talk myself out of like expressing my thoughts and my feelings and stuff. So I think that's what happened this morning. But anyways, let's get in there. Like I said, I already feel the pre-workout and yeah, I'm just laughing at myself. But we're training hamstrings and glutes today, and it feels like a while since I've actually like recorded with you guys for some reason. Because I think when I was recording with my sister, I usually my workout got pushed back a little bit so that way we can work out the same day. So it just feels like a bit, but that's just funny to me, like because I do enjoy, you know, putting out these videos for you guys, and it's been a lot of fun for me. So that's why I'm just really glad you guys been enjoying the videos, and yeah, I appreciate you guys' like really nice comments, and yeah, see, I can keep going, but maybe I'll talk more about it at the end of the video. So you know, I'll talk more about it at the end. So let's get in there and get started. So this is the last set for this. That's on. And I was just kind of thinking, because you know that saying with if you're too comfortable, you're never gonna grow. That one, but I feel like they need to add, if you're comfortable in your excuses, you're never gonna grow. Because I mean, I think that's what it really is. It's our excuses that we stay comfortable in. Because it's okay to feel comfortable in your life, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want people to get that mixed up. But you don't always have to be putting like a certain amount of pressure on yourself. But if your excuses start to overpower and you're just like, oh, I'll just be comfortable in my excuses because it just makes me feel more safe, even though you know deep down you want to accomplish X, Y, and Z, but then the fear like comes in, and so you're just like, oh no, I'm comfortable here. And I think we all know like the difference. And that's why, to me, like, that's why I'm like, I laugh at myself, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm letting my excuses win right now. And yeah, they're really powerful, because I'm like literally repeating to myself things that will stop me from really pushing through and fighting that uncomfortableness. So if you find yourself feeding into excuses, you know, I hope you can tell the difference. So let's do this last set. Okay. And then we'll go and jump and do, go jump. We'll go and do RDLs and see how those feel. These actually feel really good. And then, I don't know, for some reason, my pre-workout's hitting way harder today. Or who knows, maybe I'm just like anxious more. And so with the pre-workout, which I've heard people say that that's why a lot of people don't take pre-workout, because if they're already an anxious person, it just like makes it not good. So who knows, maybe I was feeling anxious today. And yeah, like this pre-workout is just making me feel like my heart's like going crazy. But I mean, honestly, it's making me sweat, and I like to sweat, and I'm just gonna use all of this towards the workout. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do our RDLs. So yesterday, me and my sister were talking about, okay, so like, sorry, you ever like choke on your own saliva? Okay, that just happened. Okay, so me and my sister were talking, and we were saying, because like we were on the subject, and I was just telling her about how me doing like quads, and you know how it's a mind game for me, and you know I was picking her brain and stuff, and it was funny when she told me, because I don't know if you guys remember when I was here, and one day I wasn't feeling it, you know, but you know we show up anyways, and we try to make the best of it. And I was telling you guys, I'm like, oh, that pain we feel when we're lifting, you know, and leaning into that pain, and realizing like you don't feel this any other time but when you're lifting, or at least for me. And it's almost like almost like you're in a different, you know, space in your mind, and you're feeling in your body, you know, it's your mind and your body, and it's like almost like an outer body experience, because you're just like, whoa, my body's feeling some type of way, my body and my mind's telling me to stop, but we're still going. And like it's a weird feeling, but a cool feeling. And so it's funny when she was kind of saying how she like taps into that and like feeds into that feeling. And I was like, how funny. I almost, yeah, like I like had that same connection. And now I'm just thinking about that right now, because, you know, the lift's feeling hard. And I was just like, okay, let's tap into that. Let's embrace that feeling where the body is saying, hey, it's hard. You're like, okay, it's hard. I want to feel how this hard set is like feeling, like, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. So that's what we're doing right now. I wanted to keep it at a 45 and 25, but I'm like, no, we can do that extra, you know, 20 more pounds. Let's do it. And I did it for the first set. So this is my second set. And we're embracing that feeling. And if you know what I'm talking about, and you feel that when you're lifting, it's like, you know, you made it. And you want to feel like that every time you're lifting. See, does that happen to anyone else? Sometimes after a hard set, my eyes like tear up. Yeah, let me know if anyone else eyes do that. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more set, but I'll probably just record one set here and I'll see you guys for Bulgarians. Okay, I thought I'd have you guys join me for my last set. These have been, or they are, not that they've been, but I guess every workout's hard. And that's the thing, I don't know, that's silly. But these are feeling really tough. So that's why I'm like, no, let me use my music to get through the two. Jeez, see, I'm not speaking right, but okay, so I wanted to use my music for the first two sets. And then the last one, I'm gonna take advantage of playing a mind game with myself because I'm like, hey, this is the last set. You better make sure you're putting your all. And me usually just saying that statement to myself does really make sure I'm like pushing myself. So we're gonna take advantage of that for the last set. And start with the weak side first. Ooh. Oh wait, one tighter. There we go. Oh. Oh. I tell you, some of this can be a mind game because for that last set, I was able to do one more rep than the last two sets. Oh, okay, and we have one more. And I think the thing is too, because like, I don't know if the word is pressure or, have higher stakes, to make sure you're pushing yourself. Because technically, I kind of apply that logic when we're doing our lifts, because I'm like, we only have like 2 to 3 sets of this, whatever we're lifting. And you guys know that I don't actually do a lot of volume. Well, see, that's another thing. To me, it's a lot of volume, but to you guys, always telling me like, oh, that's not a lot. But anyways, so for the amount I do, it also helps me mentally because I'm like, you only have 2 of these. Make sure you're giving your all. And so my stakes are higher. As if like if I was doing like 5 sets of it, you can trick your mind saying, oh, you can push yourself the next set. Or maybe the next one. So also using it in that sense helps me really make sure I'm pushing myself. Okay, so this is the last one for Bulgarians and the last leg. Okay. Okay, and we got some hip thrusts. Let's let's finish strong because I just love the burn that whatever muscle group we're working. That at the end of it, we're just like, wow. Like it's just a feeling that I will always embrace. Okay, see you guys for that lift. It's a it's nice to know that these are feeling really good because we were doing it on the machine that's like for hip thrust, but the Smith machine for some reason just feels better for me. I feel the activation way more, and I guess I'm saying is like someone can say like, oh, make sure you use this machine, it's like the best, but if you're better doing something else, like if it feels better, stick with that. Because I think I stuck with the machine for so long because I'm like, oh, it's made for this. It should feel really good, right? I don't know. And see, that can just be, that's just my opinion, but I feel like you'll progress better with something you actually enjoy and it feels better. Because funny enough, I mean, I haven't been progressing with anything really because we're on the cut, except I want to say the hip thrusts have been kind of showing progress. Like I'm tempted to add more weight, but I'm just like, no, we'll just go really smooth and controlled. So this is the last side, if I didn't already say. And we're just gonna kill them. A crazy pump. That was a perfect last rep because it barely made it up. Okay, let's go and do some posing. We'll we'll go where our favorite spot is. Let's go and put this away. I need to be careful because every time I'm trying to put something away, I end up talking to someone and then we have no more pump. So honestly, it's actually a rare occasion when we have a glute pump because I'm always get caught up and then I'm like, okay, have to go and do some posing. So anyways, let's see how it'll end up for this one. Okay, I put it on cinematic. I don't know if that makes it look a little funny, but thought we try it out for the posing since technically we don't have anything in the background, so it might do a good job. Okay, let's do, I'm like, wait, what do I do? Okay, we'll do this one. It's funny, because it's like I'm doing the hamstrings and glutes, but I want to face you guys to talk to you. I feel that's why I'm like, I stay quiet when I turn around because I'm like, who am I talking to? Which is, I guess, maybe a funny sign that I've gotten comfortable talking to the camera because technically I'm not talking to anyone yet, but eventually, you guys will see the videos. See, look, I'll flex my outer glute. I always think it looks kind of funny, but I mean, you guys can tell me or see what I mean. And then relaxed, and then, I don't know. And then we'll just do, See, I was tempted because I was taking a lot of Cynthia's time because she was helping with the posing yesterday. I was tempted to like ask her, I should have asked her about like the hamstring one because she kind of had that down, if you guys noticed. So I'll probably have to pick her brain about it again. But let's see. We'll do this one. We'll do like eventually when you get lean enough, you'll be able to see, I think they call it like a heart, like your hamstrings will tie in like a heart. But I was also looking back because we don't have a mirror, so it's kind of hard for me to know if I'm angled right. But I was noticing when I'm angled more straight on, like the waist ratio to my thigh ratio, I think that made the glutes look better compared to when I'm just facing to you guys. Like I feel like using your body to make the illusion of your glutes look bigger is the best way to go. But since I don't have a mirror, I don't really know what I need to be doing to give that illusion. So that's a little hard for me. And if you guys are wondering about the camera, I do have the lens for it. I have the camera. I honestly, it's funny. It's a whole process because I don't have the settings correctly because I'm so washed out and I don't know how to adjust. So I'm trying to educate myself and I'm trying to learn. I'm going to try to look up more videos today. And I'm going to do my best, but I feel like it'd be kind of silly of me to bring the camera when I don't really know how to use it and maybe get some really crazy quality videos because maybe it's too bright or maybe it's not bright enough. And I mean, that's just the aperture, I think. And see, I don't even know these terms that I'm learning. So it's just like a process for me, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually and we're gonna have some nice videos. But for now, we're using my camera or my phone, I guess. And it's better quality if you use the outside and not the other one where you can see yourself. So that's why I'm using that one. But I mean, I think as long as I do a 360, I think we get the idea. So yeah. Oh gosh, I even have to catch myself because I'm so tired. I'm hunching. I need to like stretch out. But feel like that's it for the posing for this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my cardio and then I'll see you guys after that. Okay, we just finished cardio and I always get asked what I do for cardio and it's just the elliptical machine, but it's just what I prefer. I mean, cardio is cardio. You can do anything to burn calories however you like to do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my training has been like, and my diet wise have been like all over the place this week just because my schedule has been really busy this week and like, yeah, just not the usual. So I have been like eating later and that does affect like the weigh-ins the next day. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if the weigh-ins are accurate because it does matter. Like every time I weigh myself, I put the time because if I wake up earlier, sometimes it's like 3 hours earlier and I just stay up because I take Teddy, my puppy, to the bathroom. And sometimes he wakes me up and then I'm just like, oh, I'll just stay up. And so that's been, so I guess I'm saying, so yeah, like when I weigh myself, I put the time and you know, it is what it is. And so like, I guess I'm saying, but I know I always eat at the same times. So my eating has been way off as in the usual. So I've been eating way later because I've been busy during the day and then I'm just like, okay, I need to eat my dinner, my last meal or whatever. And it's a dramatic difference because yesterday I ate my last meal, I think I want to say at 10 o'clock at night. And I usually eat it around like 6. You know, we're on a cut. I only have 3 meals technically. So I ate my last meal around 6, sometimes 7, but last night I ate it around 10. And And so yeah, my weight actually hasn't dropped, but I want to say it's due to it being all over the place. And then also it was that time of the month just honestly, just a day ago. So now that's not a factor anymore, but that messes with my weigh-ins, I've noticed. So like there's just all these little like factors. So of course, I'm gonna give myself a few days still, but we actually haven't dropped our macros or, calories, whatever, in a bit. And I hope that's not the case. I hope we don't have to. I wanted to like coast on these. So hopefully we just see a dramatic drop the next day or something. And I'm just like, oh, it's because my eating and everything's been off. And okay, now we're good. Like I don't have to like mess with my numbers. Cause if you don't have to, yeah, like don't. If your body's gonna drop the weight, then let it. And also, we didn't get to do cardio when I was working out with my sister yesterday because they have a cardio machine, but actually it's not working right now. So I didn't end up doing my cardio. I was like, okay, maybe I'll come on a rest day and come do cardio and stuff. But I haven't yet. So that was another thing. I guess you can say I missed my, cardio session, which is 200 calories. So a part of me debated. I was like, oh, should I just take away 200 calories of my food? But I didn't. So like, just those little things that that's what I'm saying. My whole week or, these last couple of days have been a little all over the place. But what time you weigh yourself, what time you eat, like those always matter. So it's like if you're tracking and you're wanting to like, because these are all tools. And so just, in the long run, yeah, it doesn't matter for sure. But if you're trying to like, I guess more, I don't know, I would say lose weight is a little more like you have to be a little more accurate in a way. I mean, I feel for me, I have to be a little more accurate because then it's like, if you don't want to drop more calories if you don't have to, so it's just easier to be accurate. And that's why too, I'm like, for me, it's just easier to eat like the same meals too. And I enjoy them. I actually look forward to them because I'm just like, oh yeah, like they're, I don't know, it's just yummy. And that's the thing too, when you're dieting, make sure you're enjoying your meals. Because I mean, it's gonna help you not crave as much, because then you're gonna just start looking forward to yours. Because at the end of the day, I always have like 2 servings of ice cream. It's like the half fat one. And I always look forward to that. I'm like, oh, my ice cream. And also the way I make my dinner, like I look forward to that too. Like, and which we need to do a full day of eating before, we drop my macros so much. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm eating. It's like nothing. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I do want to do that soon. This week has just been crazy. And I know I said I wanted to do it this week, so maybe we'll try on Friday. I'll try. But that's just a little update about technically how the cut's going, I guess. And just like, life. Life gets busy. And so obviously we're still on track. It's not like we haven't been sticking to our macros, and it's not like we haven't been coming to the gym, but it's just been a little like way different than the usual, which is going to happen. So it's always just good to keep those things in mind. But let's see. Other than that, I feel like the workout like went pretty well. Obviously, like my energy is I'm like more fatigued than usual, just less calories in me, and I do get more tired easier. And I think that's funny because I think I also like my energy, as in like my thought process, is kind of like not always going to make sense. Because when I'm talking to you guys, I'm like so tired. I'm just like, wait, like my words are like, well, I don't even know. But I think you guys always get like what I'm saying. So that's why I tell you guys, I just leave it. Even if I don't ever make sense sometimes. And I agree. Like I know I don't make any sense. And then, and you guys are so nice. You guys are just like, well, you're tired. Like, of course, like it takes energy to like think and to say things, and that's how, when you hang around with like the right people, you actually feel like you like, gained energy, and some people feel like they drained it from you. But Yeah, like and then that's the thing, like I was having so much fun with my sister yesterday because like, I don't know, I feel like she like gives me energy and it's just, yeah, it's just like so nice. So, uh, which maybe this is a good time to end the video because I'm just like, I don't even know what to say after that because I'm like, I don't know where I'm going with this. All I know is I wanted to update you guys about, you know, all that stuff and, you know, just those little things that it's just always good to keep in mind so you're not too hard on yourself. Like if you are like tracking and you're looking at your numbers and you're just like, oh, I haven't dropped any weight, because I actually haven't dropped any weight this week. And it's funny because this week has been the most craziest. So it's just like, well, was it because of that? Or, you know, and I'm going to give myself a few days and then see how my body does and see what happens. And then, yeah, just letting you know how my energy, is it my energy levels? Like, I think it's my energy levels, because it's like, yes, I'm putting it all in the gym because I'm saying my lifts felt really good. But yeah, I'm not going to make 100% sense because I'm tired. And, but I will do my best. And I guess I'm saying for the most part, you guys know what I'm talking about or what I'm trying to say. So we'll end the video there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do back, triceps. Oh, actually shoulders, back, and triceps because we didn't do shoulders yesterday. And I usually do, but I just did what my sister did just to like keep it simple. So we're going to do shoulders tomorrow and back and triceps. Yes. Which will probably be fine because I like I told you guys, my back and triceps day feels like the fastest. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.